Hello my dear students, welcome to my video again, Mathematics 30-1, Alberta, model answers to assignments with sample questions, Trigonometry Functions, this is video number 2. In my last video for Trigonometry Functions, I have done multiple choice questions from 1 to 6. Under video number 2, I will start from question number 7. Question number 7 says, solve 4 cos x plus 2 equals 0 to the nearest tenth of a degree if necessary on the interval x is an element of 0 and 360 inclusive. We have to find the solution between 0 and 360. Okay, let's simplify this equation first. 4 cos s equal minus 2, cosine s equal to minus half. As usual, let's indicate this information. Let's interpret this equation in the standard position diagram. Cosine s is negative. Let's recall this cast rule again. That means in this quadrant, first quadrant, all positive, only sine positive, only tan positive, only cosine positive. In this equation, cosine s has been negative. Cosine s has been negative means in these two positions, cosine positive, these two angles, these two quadrants. Okay, now I erase this quadrant. Let's find the reference angle. That is a procedure I advised to you. In order to mark this standard position terminal arm, let's find the corresponding reference angle for this. That is S reference equal cosine inverse. We have to consider this positive value. Cosine inverse half. That means from the special triangle we know cosine inverse half mean, otherwise if you forget unfortunately you can check from the calculator, this is 60 degree. If you are not sure, always better to verify this angle from the calculator. Okay, 60 degree. Let's mark 60 degree reference angle for these two positions, second and third quadrant. Okay, that means these two positions represent this equation. Okay, this and this. Now what you have to do is, that is very simple, pretty simple. Just read corresponding angle for these two positions. For this position, what's the angle? Standard position angle. This one, 180 minus 60. This angle, 120. For this position, we have to measure the standard position angle from initial arm, otherwise from positive x-axis in the direction of counterclockwise. 180 plus 60. 180 plus 60, that is 240. Okay, that means within this interval, the corresponding answers are 120 and 240 degree. Okay, the matching answer is, correct answer is answer number D. Answer number D. Okay, now let's look at the question number 8. If the value of cosec x, cosecant A is positive when value of cot A negative, okay, let's go back to our quadrant diagram. Let's see corresponding primary trigonometry ratio. What is the corresponding primary trigonometry ratio for cosecant? That is sine. That means sine A also positive. Okay, that means if the reciprocal ratio is positive, primary ratio is also positive, because this is the 1 upon cosecant A. If a cot A is negative, tan A also has the reciprocal identity, reciprocal value also has the same value, same sign. Tan A also negative. That means these are the given information. These two given information I have interpreted in terms of primary ratio. Sine positive, tan negative. Now what's the quadrant? Sine positive, tan negative. Sine is positive in both of these, but tan is negative. Sine is positive in both of these quadrants. We have addressed this one. Tan A is negative in both of these. First and fourth quadrant. In order to satisfy both of these conditions, we have to go with this. That means in the second quadrant satisfy both of these conditions. Now let's read the angle. Draw a line and read the angle. We have to read the actually range of this angle. That means the value. We can say theta lies between, what is this? Greater than 90, less than 5. That means this angle is more than 90 degree, less than 180. This angle is more than radian pi by 2, less than radian pi. Okay, the matching answer is B. Correct answer is answer B. Now let's go to question number 9. This says if sin s is equal to minus 5 upon 13 and tan x is positive, they are asking value of cot x, values of cot x and values of cos x. Okay, first of all, let's interpret this information in the quadrant diagram. Sin s is negative, but there is a value also, that doesn't matter. But sin of tan x positive. Sin negative, tan positive. That means definitely that is third quadrant in the class rule, okay? In order to satisfy both of these conditions, the preferred quadrant is quadrant number 3. Okay, We can mark this actually, right angle triangle, reference angle. What's the reference angle for this? Theta reference equal sine inverse, ignore this sine, 5 upon 13. That means for the reference angle, we can consider this number value, 5 upon 13. That means this is 5, this is 13, this reference angle. We have to find cot x. Okay, let's work out this. Cot x equal to 1 upon tan x. Okay, this is from the reciprocal identity. Otherwise, this is actually definition of the cot x, 1 upon tan x. What's tan x? Instead of tan x, let's see the tan x value here. What is sine plus sine? Sine of tan is actually in the fourth quadrant positive, in the third quadrant positive. That means positive, plus write the positive sign. Then read the tan of standard position angle. Tan theta, opposite to adjacent. From the Pythagorean triple, this is 13, this is 5. Then this should be 12, okay? I think everybody should remember this value. These are called Pythagorean triple. These are some examples for Pythagorean triple. Just remember these 2-3 values. These values show multiples of this, 3, 4, 5. That represent length of right angle triangle. Or multiples of this. If you multiply this by 2 also, that also represent dimension of the right angle triangle. Or division of this. These so multiples. I use this triple. 5, 13, 12. Okay, let's read tan theta directly. 5 upon 12. This will become 12 upon 5. That is cot x. Cos x. That is easy to read. Cos x. First figure out the sine of cosine. That is in the third quadrant. In the third quadrant, on the cos rule, cosine value is negative. Then you put negative value. Then read the cosine value upon this triangle. Cosine value adjacent over hypotenuse. 13 upon 12. Okay. Now these are the answers. Cot x is equal to 12 upon 5. Cos x is equal to negative 12 upon 13. That means correct answer is answer number D. Answer number D. Okay, let's move to next question. Question number 10. Question number 10. That says, John cuts a slice from a circular ice cream cake with a diameter of 24 centimeter. Okay, I try to draw a circle. This is a circular ice cream cake. Diameter B is equal to 24 centimeter. His slices in the shape of a sector with an angle, with an arc length 3. arc length A is equal to 3 centimeter. What's the radius? That is diameter divided by 2, 12 centimeter. Radius is 12 centimeter. What is the measure of the central angle? What is the measure of the central angle of the slice in radians? Round your answer to 2 decimal places. We have to find this one. Okay, this is pretty straightforward. We can apply this formula. A is equal to R times theta. A is the arc length, R is the radius. Theta is the central angle in radian. That means theta is equal to A upon R, that is 3 upon 12, that is 1/4.25 radians. What's the correct answer? Answer number B. Okay, let's go to question number 11. Identify the angle of rotation. Identify the angle of rotation from the first point to the second point on the unit circle. Okay, let's draw a unit circle. Let's consider the unit circle. The unit circle, that means circle with radius is equal to 1. These all measurements are 1 each. These are the two coordinates. First point, second point. First point, x coordinate negative, y coordinate positive. That means somewhere here. This is the first point. Second point, x coordinate positive, y coordinate negative. Okay, let's figure out this coordinate present and this angle. You know, in a unit circle, you can use this system. Cosine theta is x coordinate, sine theta is y coordinate. You can use these key ideas. S upon r, r is 1. Sine theta, y upon r, r is 1. That means in the unit circle, right away you have a right. You are able to use this concept. Cosine theta is x coordinate, sine theta is y coordinate. Let's look at this sine coordinate. Sine theta is, in the first point, sine theta is half. Then, what is theta is sine inverse half. the angle for this position is sine inverse half or cos inverse negative this one. Let's identify the reference angle. This is 30 degree. Okay, I erase this one. That means this should be 30 degree. This is 30. Let's look at the second point. This is a first point, this second point. Look for the positive value. That means cosine value is S coordinate. Theta is cos inverse half. That is 60 degree. That means in this position, the angle should be 60 degree. The reference angle should be 60 degree. I found the corresponding reference angles. I determined the corresponding reference angles for these two positions. For this point, I consider sine value. Sine inverse half. For this point, I use cosine value. Because also those are positive, it is easy to remember and write, okay? That is not the rule actually. You can use these values also to figure out the angle. Okay, now these are the two positions. What the question asks clearly. Identify the angle of rotation from first point to second point. Actually, we can identify the angle in this way or angle in this way. Sometimes, actually, the direction of rotation, the direction of measurement has not been indicated in the question. Let's work out both and select the preferred answer, okay? What is this angle? This is 30, this is 60, 60 plus 90, 150. For this one, 150. What's the sign? From first point to second point, we have to go in clockwise direction. That means negative 150. If you go in the right direction, if you go in the left direction, what's the angle? From 1 to 2. 30, 90, 30. That is 150. Is that correct? This is 90, 60, 150, 150 plus 60, that should be 210, okay? 210. That means this total angle is, rotation angle is from 1 to 2, in the clockwise direction negative 210. In the anticlockwise direction, this is positive 150. Our answer should be this one or this one. Let's read the given answer. Out of this, the given answer is actually 210. That means we have to accept that value. That means answer should be A. Answer should be A. Okay, let's move to the next question. Question number 12. Question number 12. It says, determine the equation of the circle with center is at negative 2 and 5 with radius 9. There is a standard equation. s minus a squared plus y minus b squared equal to r squared. A and b are the coordinates of the center. A and B are the coordinates of the center. R is the radius. We can apply these value directly. Let's see. S minus a, that means s plus 2 squared, y minus b, y minus 5 squared equal to 9 squared, that is 81. Okay, correct answer is answer number B. Okay, next question. Let's look at the next question. Question number 13. Which of the following is not an asymptote of the function f theta equal tan theta? Okay, in order to understand this, let's draw the graph of y equal tan theta. Okay, I have drawn the graph of, actually I have drawn the partial graph of y is equal to tan theta. Question asks, what is not the asymptote? These are the asymptotes. These dash vertical lines are asymptotes. This first asymptote is s equal pi by 2. When you add multiple of pi, you are getting another asymptote. This is a general equation to read any position of the asymptote. When you put n equals 0 here, you are getting this. N equals 0. When you put n equal 1, you are getting this asymptote. When you put n equal -1, you are getting this asymptote. Okay, let's analyze one by one. S equal pi by 2. That means when you put n equals 0, you get s equal pi by 2. That is there, that is yes. When you put n equal, let's try with negative value now. When you put n equal -2 or -3, let's say negative, that is also not there. Try with -4. You get -75 upon 2. That is also yes. That is also included in the answer. That means C is right, D is right. What about A? Try with another value. I think this is look like 9 by 2, 5. Let's try with n equal 4. Okay, that is one asymptote. This is also there, A also there. That means only incorrect answer is S equal to 3, 5. There is no way of getting S equal to 3, 5. Actually, when you input these values, into this equation, we are getting 3 answers out of 4. That is yes answer, asymptotes. That means the relevant option for the not asymptote is answer number B. Okay, now we have done up to the question number 13 so far at the end of the video number 2. Let's start question number 14 and continue in our next video. Thank you very much. See you.